What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Machismo, aka Texas Pete. I'm just gonna do a quick review of the WWE pay-per-view Money in the Bank. It's the first time they've actually did this pay-per-view. I didn't really like the concept, considering it's one of the stable matches of Wrestlemania every year. It's something that everybody looks forward to, and I understand that they're probably gonna get higher buy rates than they did for the pay-per-view before this, whatever it was called, but I kind of felt like it was something that everybody looked forward to towards WrestleMania, and it made WrestleMania just that much more important. Pay-per-view started off with Money in the Bank match, Smackdown, the Smackdown version with Big Show, Matt Hardy, Christian, Kofi Kingston, Cody Rhodes, Kane, Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler. I'm not really a fan of the Money in the Bank matches per se. It kind of just seems like boring. Like one person gets hit and then they're out of the ring for 5 minutes, and then they come back and stop someone from getting the briefcase. They get hit and then they're back outside the ring for 5 more minutes. Something that I liked from the Smackdown version more than the Raw version of the Money in the Bank match was it seemed like everybody in the Smackdown one kind of came out better than what they went into. I think Cody Rhodes definitely took a step up. Drew McIntyre got some serious heat when it seemed as if he was going to win. Dolph Ziggler was like always there every time someone was close to winning. Matt Hardy and Christian had everybody standing, when it was just them two on the ladder. Big Show had his spots with his own ladder, and then Kane wound up winning. But I do have to say it's about time they give Kane something, considering he's been such a workhorse for the company for so many years, and he's finally getting what he deserves. The next match after that was Divas Match, Eve Torres versus Alicia Fox. I think everybody kind of felt that Alicia Fox was going to walk in and walk out champion, so that's pretty much what happens. After that, we had Jack Swagger on the phone, just kind of, I guess, trying to heal it up or something, saying his dad deserved it and whatever. Then we had Jack Swagger versus Mysterio, which I thought was a pretty good match. I think Jack Swagger is like this generation's Kurt Angle, or at least they're trying to make him be, and he's doing a decent job at it. It's kind of interesting to watch a match with somebody so big and somebody so small as Rey Mysterio and Jack Swagger, but they made it fun. It was a good match. Afterwards, Kane came out and everybody thought he was going to cash in his Money in the Bank, and then he took out Jack Swagger, and then, there goes Jack Swagger, and you're just sitting there wondering, why the fuck didn't Kane just cash in his Money in the Bank, and then, bam, out comes Kane to cash in his Money in the Bank. So it's neat to see somebody cash it in, so soon after winning it, but and it's nice to see Kane with the title, so that's something I was pretty happy about. I'm pretty sure everybody out there who has been watching wrestling as long as I have, or close to, kind of deserves, like Kane deserves, his run. Hopefully it's a real title run and he can have it for a couple months. Next up was Kelly Kelly versus Layla for the women's title. I don't know. It just seemed like both diva matches that you knew the champion was going to walk out champion. So after that, we had the Raw Money in the Bank match, which in my opinion wasn't as good as the Smackdown one. And seriously, can someone explain to me how a ladder can hold like 6 people? Mark Henry, Evan Bourne, but a ladder can't hold the Big Show. I mean, if they were going to do that spot because it was pretty obvious they were going to do that spot with the Big Show where he steps on a ladder and it breaks. But if they knew they were going to do that spot, then they should have had the Smackdown Money in the Bank after the Raw one, considering they had fucking like 1,000 pounds worth of weight on one ladder in the Raw. The Raw had more main eventers. I kind of felt, in my opinion, going into this match that Edge was going to win just because he's Edge, and if he's in a Money in the Bank match, it just seems like he's going to win. But The Miz lined up walking away, which was pretty cool because they give it to a mid-carder. You know, someone who could definitely use the push more than Jericho, Edge, and Orton, and, you know, possibly Henry, because I think he's still considered a main eventer just because how big he is. But The Miz walks away and then, you know, wins the match and has his little promo afterwards saying it's his time. You know, Michael Cole is hyping him up pretty big, so I personally feel like The Miz is going to be the first person to lose with his Money in the Bank contract. Afterwards was John Cena versus Sheamus and a steel cage WWE title match, but I actually fell asleep during this. I live in South Korea, so I have to download the pay-per-view a couple hours after it airs. And then when I was watching in my time, it was about midnight, and I fell asleep during the cage match, which shouldn't happen considering it's a cage match. But I mean, it's Cena. He's gonna put on a good match, but it's not gonna be any of the spots you want to see or any technical wrestling. He's gonna put on a good solid match, but at the end, Nexus coming in to stop Cena. You pretty much knew that was gonna happen. Cena hulks up and beats up some of the Nexus afterwards, so we'll see how it goes. Overall, I think the pay-per-view was just a meh. Hope you didn't pay money for it, but if you download it and watch it, then it's not that bad. I'm just not a big fan of the Money in the Bank matches, and I still don't think it should have been taken away from WrestleMania as a whole. So that pretty much sums up my review. Hope you enjoyed.